Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Matt Thomas on the line, and he's co-founder and chief brand officer over at The Collective. Matt, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, Adam. I appreciate it.
So I'm excited to get more into what you're doing over at The Collective and how you're helping your clients. But before we do that, let's get a little bit further into your background. So how did you get started in your career and in business?
Believe it or not, I got into it in a very unique form. I paid my way through college doing door-to-door sales. I did that for a number of years, selling home automation, smart home technologies, if you will. I did that for a number of years and graduated, without having a bunch of student debt like a lot of my friends. I actually bought a house while in college, and I learned early on that, okay, I like this because A, it forces me to push myself, and B, you kill what you eat, right? And that was something that drove me to be, I knew early on I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I got a degree in business marketing, and I knew that I wanted to just utilize my sales and marketing skills to really build something, be a part of something. And I've been in sales, marketing, and branding for my entire career. I don't think I've ever done anything else unless you count when I worked at a warehouse job at Interstate Batteries when I was in high school. But other than that, I've been sales, marketing, and branding. So,
man, that's awesome. I love your story, and I think that's a great transition. Let's go further down the line on what you're doing at The Collective. So tell us a little bit more about the business, please.
Yeah, so at The Collective, I'm one of the co-founders. There's a few of us over there. And what my role is as chief brand officer is to not only promote, but equally important is to protect the brand and the image and the promise of our company and what we do. What we essentially do is we're a consumer brand relationship platform. We're super unique. We kind of dub ourselves as disruptors in the tech industry. CCPA, all these legislations and regulations coming out about consumer data and protecting it and keeping it private. We're above the curve. We've been doing that. We protect consumer identity and data, but we also allow consumers to monetize off of their data. There's a lot of the word being thrown around constantly is a data dividend. And we do that. We actually pay consumers for their data. They simply scan a receipt or an invoice from any purchase in their entire life. It's not exclusive to stores or brands or purchase amounts. They scan any receipt or invoice on the app, and it takes 2 to 3.5 seconds roughly to do so. Very easy task. And we give them 2% on everything they spend money on. And the important thing is we anonymize that data, and we allow brands that these consumers are engaged with to access that data on our platform. We don't sell the data. The data doesn't leave our platform. It simply enhances the customer experience, but it also gives these brands the information and the data they want, but in near real-time data from first-hand consumers, and ultimately increases the customer experience, creating brand affinity and just making everything better for the businesses and the consumers.
Let's go further down the path of customer experience and what that means, because I don't think everybody listening kind of understands how brands actually use the data. So I think that sometimes because there are some that use it maliciously or have this other thing to where let's just say they're not using it in the best, most ethical way, but that's not the goal of most companies. So let's talk about the responsible use of that data and what that helps with customer experience, because it's a good thing in my opinion.
It really is. I think one of the things that we try to emphasize is we really want to create something that's known as, you've heard of, customer loyalty or brand loyalty. I think brand affinity is the right word, and brand affinity is a mutual relationship between consumer and brand, right? Brands are interested in good brands, good businesses want lifetime value. They want multiple touches with the same customer base, right? They're obviously advertising to new consumers, but their main thing is they want to hold on and keep a good image and continue that reputation, if you will, with their current customer base. There's brands out there that do a phenomenal job. And one of those brands I would say is Apple, right? I think they do something most people don't understand, in that their customers are some of the most loyal out there, right? It goes with, car companies, right? Like my father, that guy GMC is the only vehicle he would ever drive, right? And so good customer brand loyalty, customer experience comes from, creating a mutual relationship and allowing allowing consumers to feel like they're a part of your team, they're a part of your platform, they're an ambassador to your business or your brand, and you recognize that as a business, and you offer them, benefits and the ability to make change, and you protect their data instead of extort it, right? I mean, there's companies out there that are extorting businesses. They are extorting consumers, right? I mean, not to name names, but Facebook. I mean, this is what, their third, fourth, fifth time meeting with Congress for misuse and mistreatment of consumer data. That's a problem to me. And I think our main demographic is 18 to 34. I think most of us would agree consumer data is valuable. And we'll get into a point where you could even argue that consumer data consumer privacy is a human right, and a lot of businesses are still, because data is going to end up, if it's not already, controlling the world and the way that businesses interact and the way that businesses advertise to consumers. It's important. It matters. And ultimately, customers want to feel like they're valued and they're appreciated. And businesses want loyal customers. So there's no better way to get loyal customers than to allow them to feel valued and not take advantage of their data, and to use their data appropriately, preferably with their permission.
Matt, so I understand you have a new app that launched. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so our app comes out. Official launch date is January 26th. Super excited about that. That'll be available both on the Apple store and the Android store as well. Easiest way to explain is, again, the app allows you to protect your data. You opt in, you choose which businesses, which organizations you want to give firsthand, near real-time access to your data. In trade, we give you 2% cash back on every single purchase you make in your life. It's Super Bowl weekend. You go and spend $300 buying chips and guac, and you buy, a $1,200 TV at Target. Cool, you get 2% cash back on everything, right? It's not exclusive. And we allow consumers to, like I said, feel valued and that their data does matter and that it is protected. And by sharing that data, choosing to share that data with the brands that you want, that increases your customer experience. And in trade, gives these brands a better experience and more of a gauge to understand what their customers actually want. So it goes hand in hand. So we're super excited to introduce this app. We've heard of CRMs and all kinds of platforms out there. We call this a consumer brand relationship platform because it really is designed to benefit consumers and brands.
So take me through how using this app would work. So obviously you downloaded it. We all know that part. So now I have the app in my hand. I'm logged in. I got my account set up. I filled out whatever had to be filled out. And so now I'm going about my day and I'm going shopping. Take me through what I would do.
Yeah, so you check out at Target, you check out at, you go to Chipotle for lunch or In-N-Out. Again, there's no business or brand that's exclusive. It's anywhere you shop, any product you buy. As you're walking out of the stores, you're getting in your car, whenever you get home, you simply take the receipt, open the app like you would any other app on your phone. You're prompted to scan a receipt on the home page. There's an icon there that'll be popping up to just make it very, very user-friendly and very simple. We've done a lot of testing with different age ranges. We've actually had my grandmother test it. Like, Grandma, open this app, figure out how to scan the app. And she's like, okay, I push this, and that looks like a receipt. Do I push that? Yep, there you go. Oh, cool. Pulls up my camera immediately and just push the camera icon, boop, picture's taken. And, she figured it out, And so Very, very easy, very user-friendly, very minimalist design setting for just an overall good quality UX. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a very simple process. We designed it in knowing that, some of the feedback we got is, I don't want to take the time to upload my receipts. And it's like, well, not many people have said that. Very few people have said that. In fact, about 13% of all of the surveys we did, that was one of the things that was brought up. And we surveyed, a very large amount of people. And so overall wasn't a concern, but we still emphasized it as if it could be a concern and just make it ultimately very easy. One of the other benefits is tax season. This scans all of your receipts and archives them in your profile. So you have all of your receipts for tax write-offs. You have all your receipts as an organization for reimbursement purposes for your employees. There's a lot of benefits that go into that. But as an individual user, I get cash back. I'll get free food from different partners that we currently have. I can't name all of them right now. I'm working on a few. There's an option to get free flights, free hotels, different events in your area, concerts, sporting events, just for being a member on that platform. Opt in and say, yeah, I'd like to receive free offers. Not, hey, do you want to, 10% off this offer? These are companies in your area that, hey, Adam, it looks like you're getting ready to fly somewhere for the summer. Here's a free one-way flight from so-and-so. Why would they give you a free one-way flight? Well, you've got to get a flight home, right? And they know that, so it creates brand affinity. And so that's the way the app works, is it's literally designed to create a better relationship with consumers and brands and consumers, while allowing consumers to be in control of their data and monetize off of it.
Man, that's absolutely amazing. So, Matt, if somebody wants more information on the collective or the app or anything else, what's the best route for them to connect?
The best route would be, right now our website is forthecollective.com, F-O-R, thecollective.com. That's the best route right now. You can also reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm Matt Thomas, Chief Brand Officer and co-founder at The Collective on LinkedIn. I actually get a lot of people on LinkedIn that ask me, like, hey, what is The Collective? And I've been able to explain it to a lot of, we actually have, in the last 3-4 months, we've actually got, I believe, 5 different strategic partners, different companies that we've partnered with that wanted to offer free or wanted to promote this or subsidize this model to their consumer base. And so, yeah, LinkedIn is a great option for me, and then also forthecollective.com.
Fantastic. Well, hey, Matt, really appreciate you coming on the show and sharing more about your background and all the great work you're doing out there at The Collective. That's awesome stuff. Excited for this app also. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. Do all those great things we do to support our podcasters. I really do appreciate it. And Matt, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Adam. We'll talk soon.